Distinguished guests, if you are able, please stand. Presenting Her Excellency the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kiro, Governor-General of New Zealand.
Kia tau I hōna mana ki tanga ki runga ki tēnā o tata. He hōnore, he kororia, he mau ngā rongo ki runga ki te mata o te whenua, he whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Arohaina ngā teina, me ngā tuakana, e noho nei I rungi te whakaro ko tai, pai marire.
Please be seated. E ngā rauranga tira mā, e kui mā, e koro mā, e huihui mai nei I tēnei ahiahi. Tēnei aku mihi mahana ki o koutou, nau mai, hara mai, ki te whare o te kāwana tānara, ki tāmaki me kaurau. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Government House, Auckland, for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the Honourable Chris Pink, Minister of the Crown, Mr Joe Haruwera, our kaumātua, and Mrs Pauline Hopa, our kuia. Tēnā koutou katoa. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties that I perform on behalf of His Majesty, the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa New Zealand through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Mr Ward Carmore will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Ms Donna Chisholm of Auckland for services to journalism. Well, Ms Donna Chisholm worked as a journalist, chief reporter, deputy editor and acting editor for the Sunday Star Times and the Auckland Star. She was editor-at-large for Metro and North and South magazines and senior writer for the New Zealand Listener. She specialises in health, science, justice, social issues and crime, and has won numerous journalism awards, including Magazine and Newspaper Feature Writer of the Year 3 times. In 2009, the television movie Until Proven Innocent focused on her investigation, which helped free David Doherty from prison. Ms Chisholm's reporting of this case was highlighted as an example of excellence in journalism. Ms Donna Chisholm, please come forward.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. To all our recipients today, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. In your own way, you have all exemplified the sentiments of Archbishop Desmond Tutu when he said, "Serve others. The unfailing recipe for happiness and success is to do want to the good of others." Please wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements, and I thank you once again for your service to our country. Kia ora, e huhui mai I tēnei rā. Now you will see on the back of your program the words to the national anthem in te reo and in English. I now invite you to join with me in singing these. Please stand.
just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day. And you can be me. And I'll drink all the time.
Like most of us, we start off as colleagues and then we become friends. We are here today to celebrate the bloody belated, quite frankly, recognition of Donna's incredible career in journalism.
Yes.
50 years and excelling, like right from ATI, right through getting to the cadet desk. She's scary as, because she was so good, but she was also so kind. What she did to me on my first day. What she did to me on my first day when I didn't know what copy paper was. I didn't know what a slug was. I didn't know what an intro was. Definitely couldn't type. Had no shorthand. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate the job. And Donna supported and lifted me, and she's done that to so many of our colleagues throughout in any endeavour. She has been the person to set standards, the person we aspire to be, the person who doesn't really take it kindly if you fall below them, but find you a path. Find you a path to forgiveness. It was actually kind of really weird putting together the nomination. I realised that I knew very little about the actual facts of Donna's career, and I realised we mainly just talk about cats and politics. But she has excelled at every stage. She was the first female chief reporter of the Auckland Star. She has continued to break that ceiling and put the ladder there for other women to come in behind her. She's won numerous awards. I think that possibly the Outstanding Contribution Award that Jane was part of was one of the pinnacles, and the fact that when she received that award, it was against journalists across the whole industry, and the entire room across every facet of New Zealand journalism stood up and applauded when she received that. Also, Donna, I can remember when she was the junior health reporter to Sheldon Brown, who would circle a press release and write on the story surely. Sheldon, and she would have to follow it up. From those unprepossessing beginnings, Donna is what Jenny Wheeler, I think, described once as the preeminent, the best health journalist New Zealand has ever known. And I think it's testament to her talent, her skill to take sometimes, often, very complicated health concepts and make those of us who pick up our Sunday paper care and cheer for the scientists behind it and the people who that science will support and will benefit. It's also a testament to Donna's ability to connect. So Richard, it's so lovely to have you and Diana here today to celebrate with us. You began as someone who Donna called for a story, and you were one of the most amazing nominees. You wrote one of the most glorious supporting letters for Donna's nomination.
Well, you know, I'll just say, we just said who she was, and it was very simple. And if I could just say one thing from being a humble scientist, that you know, Donna took our stories on brain research and she packaged them in a way which we would never have dreamed of, and she took them back to the people the people who'd given the brains of their loved one to us to do research on. So, and I think she's the most wonderful person. And, you know, quite frankly, she takes no shit. and she tells it as it is, and she's honest, and huge integrity, and yeah, I can't say enough, Donna. And it's been such a privilege, and of course, you know, I'm looking ahead, we've still got lots to do yet. So Donna was our star journalist, so if we wanted to get something out there, we'd ring up and say, Donna, I think we've got a story here, can you help us get it out? And of course, she would just take it and run. So, and amongst all this wonderful group of the elite journalists in Aotearoa, New Zealand here tonight, I think you all do a wonderful job. And just to survive in this environment is incredible. But doing what you do, I know in the Listener and the Star and the New Zealand Herald, all the different publications which have run through all the different media. I mean, it's the media which tell our stories to the people, and just thank you all for what you do. But thank you, Donna, for what you have done, what you're doing. And you know, the different packages of your life where you've taken stories which are not popular, and you've gone out there and you've got behind the person who should never have had this experience in life. I can't remember all the details, but you know, I think you've done an amazing job, and you are a wonderful New Zealander. We're all proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh God, I could bang on for hours. So yeah, Donna, everybody in this room is very proud to call you their friend, but there is one man without whom you possibly wouldn't be here with us. You'd still be in the, well, you wouldn't be in the Barfoot's typing pool, you were never going to stay. But the man who gave you your start in journalism, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony Potter.
Do you want to keep
sitting?
Well, I don't know really what to say. But I knew what to do when Donna arrived for an interview, and that was to accept her to the job. I got it right, you know. Fantastic. I want to say about the award, Richard knows more about it than I do, but I think it's a nice blow for the so-called media, who are getting a shitload of rubbish in the press at the moment. We all know who's basically to blame for that. But it is very important that the media keeps on keeping on with people like Donna. It is really, really great. And that is anybody else could say it much better than I. But since well, I was told I was going to have to say something.
Oh, look, that's short.
Thank you very much. And I did some research. No. Don't worry. I did some research into investitures. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but the Daily Telegraph tells me that there was a Tourette's syndrome activist named John Davidson, who had an interesting time when he was invited to attend an investiture at Holyrood Palace. And when he was standing before the monarch to receive his MBE, roared, and the Telegraph was precise, roared, "Fuck the Queen!" And God bless her, the Queen was totally unfazed. But then Davidson had to go back and sit down and concentrate while everybody else lined up to get their awards. And so he was reading the sort of order of service and all that. And then the announcement came in stentorian terms, for services to water skiing. And he completely lost it. And as he said to the showgirl, I said, fucking water skiing! And then he apparently had the royal assent to leave the building. Thank you for not inviting me to the investiture. Because if I'd heard the words water skiing, I'd have broken up.
I think I should mention that it's Tony's birthday. And tomorrow will be the wedding anniversary of Tony and Sue for 50 years. 53, sorry.
Congratulations.
I'm going to take this off. Because as much as I love it, Jane, I need to look better. Thank you all for being here. This is just like a walk down memory lane of my life since journalism started, which didn't count before then. But I just wanted to say how lucky we all were to work in media at that time and not now. I mean, I can't imagine we would have lasted, well, I wouldn't have lasted had I come out of journalism school now instead of in 1975. And we went into a newsroom where Pat Booth was breaking stories about, still doing Arthur Allen Thomas, which he'd done in his own time. The dawn raids were happening, and it was just a very invigorating time to be in the media and to feel that you were doing the right thing, and to have 3 deadlines a day, one at 11:30, one at 12:30, one at 1:30 or 2 for the final edition. You had 1 newspaper a day, and 3 editions of it. And now you would get into the media and you would not stop. There'd be deadlines every minute if you wanted them. But I also think that we were very lucky. I was very lucky to be hired by Tony, and I think I told the story numerous times, but I remember going in there at 18, having come from the, typing pool at Barfoot and Thompson. My parents said, if you do shorthand typing, you can get a job as a typist and a secretary.
Such aspiration.
You can work for a powerful man. So I came in and met this powerful man, and he must have known that my father was a horse trainer, because he asked me 2 questions. The first one was, it was November 1975, which was just after the Melbourne Cup was run, and he said, who owned the winner of the Melbourne Cup? And I said, Tunku Abdul Rahman, which it was. And he, do you remember that? He said, yes, that's right. And then he said, look, you've just been shopping, and I've been to Victoria Park Market to buy a tie-dye t-shirt. And what have you just bought? And so I showed him my t-shirt, and he said, you're hired. We never looked back from that. I thought it was a bit odd, but he was not chief reporter by the time I started a month or 2 later. He got out before I arrived. But, a lot of the people who are here tonight have been my friends for 50 years or more. Shona Martin, who we went to intermediate school together, and she had actually moved on from the Auckland Star before I started. But
No, we're still there.
I thought you'd actually just left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You weren't there for very long.
3 years.
No,
It's about you, Donna.
Shona actually did their journalism course 6 months before me and recommended it, and so I applied, much to my parents' horror. But anyway, the rest was history. No, but again, I just want to reiterate how lucky I am to have worked with you all. You've become friends for life. Jim Tully and Liz. Jim was the senior. I was on the
when I moved off the cadet desk. Jim was the senior reporter at our little pod of desks, and was a great role model, as is, everybody that I've worked with. You're all tremendous journalists, tremendous people, and I love you all. But I do want to make a special mention of Melanie. My friend since those days, and it was Melanie who put in all the effort to get this award. And you don't say no to Melanie, which is really good, because she's so terrified that she would just say, you write something nice about Donna or I'll kill you. And people do it.
Something like that.
And the effort that you went to touches my heart. So I would like to actually raise a glass, except I don't. Could we make a toast to Melanie, please?
No.
To journalism, and thank you all for coming out on tonight, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being in my life for so long. I love you all, and thank you especially to you. And drink up and have a nice time.
Bye-bye.